Some radio talk show hosts are masters of obnoxious insult. Callers to such shows should be prepared for humiliation if they dare to disagree with the host views. The host controls whether the caller can speak, so she can arrogantly berate the caller without allowing the caller to respond. Some shows, especially on AM radio, have hosts who are competitors and of not everyone. They regularly use vitriolic language to stigmatize whole groups of people, such as foreigners, liberals, gays, or women. Some hosts don't actually despise the group they insult. They simply observe entry and as form of entertainment, and they seem to feel no shame about the damage they do. Whether something is art is legally a matter of opinion. Art that most people consider to have no intrinsic value and contract a great range of idea and invention to someone who sees something special in it. Style in all the art range over a wide spectrum. Some good art is intrinsically engaging and easy to understand. Other works are strange forms, totally out of context to everyone but the artist. One artist's portrayal of an everyday object, such as a bouquet of flowers, may be grounded in realms and easily recognizable. Another partner dissipation of the same bouquet may be very abstract, resembling flowers only in the artist's mind, regardless of the artist's approach. The best art reveals new dimension of experience and looks at the world from a fresh perspective. No student of a foreign language need to be told that grammar is complex. By changing word sequences and by adding a range of auxiliary verbs and suffixes, we are able to communicate tiny variation in meaning. We can turn a statement into a question, state whether an action has taken place or is soon to take place, and perform many other word strikes to convey subtle difference in meaning. Nor is this complexity inherent to the English language. All languages, even those of so-called primitive tribes, have clear grammatical components. The Croc-Ox pronoun system, for example, can distinguish now had been you and I, several odd people and I and you, another person and I, in English, and these meanings are summed up in the one crowd pronoun we. Grammar is universal and plays a part in every language no matter how we desperate it is. So the question which hides beneath many languages is who created grammar? At first, it would appear that this question is impossible to answer. To find out how grammar is created, someone needs to be present at the time of the language creation. Documenting its emergence, many historical languages are able to track modern complex languages back to early languages. But in order to answer the question of how complex languages are actually formed, the researcher here needs to observe how languages are stacked from a track. Amazingly, however, this is possible. Some of the most researched languages evolved due to the Atlantic steppe trade. At the times saved from a number of different ethnicities we forced to work together under colonizer rule. Since they had no opportunity to learn each other languages, they developed a makeshift language called a pidgin. Pidgin are strings of words compiled from the language of the learner. They have little in the way of grammar, and in many cases it is difficult for a listener to deduce when an event happened, and without what to whom. I, speaker need to use circulation in order to make their meaning understood. B. Interestingly, however, all it takes from a vague become one a complex language is for a group of children to be exposed to it all the time when they learn their mother language. C. Safe children did not simply copy the strike of women underrated by their elders. They adapted their words to create a new, expected language. The complex grammar system which emerged from vagueness are termed calls, and they are invited by children. Further evidence of this can be seen in studying Sign languages for the deaf. Sign languages are not simply a series of gestures. They unite in same grammatical machinery that is found in spoken languages. Moreover, there are many different languages used worldwide. The creation of one such language was documented quite result in Nicaragua. Variously, all deaf people were isolated from early adulthood. But in 11979, a new government introduced School of the Deaf. Taught children were taught speech and lip reading in the classroom. In the playgrounds, they began to invent their own sight system, using the question that they used at home. It was basically a pigment. Each cell used the segment differently, and there was too consistent grammar. However, children who joined the school later, when this infinite psych system was already aground, development acquired different psych languages. Although it was based on the psych of the older children, the younger children language was more full and compact, and it also said a language range of the grammatical device to clarify meaning. What is more, all the children used the sign in the same way. A new Crowley was born. Some linguists believe that many of the world's most established languages were Crowley's and first. The English patterns and ending many have evolved from the Feridu. Its ended may once have been in edited, therefore it would apply that even the most widespread languages were partly created by children. Children appear to have innate grammatical machinery in their brains which spring to life when they are first trying to make sense of the world around them. Their mind can serve to create logical, complex structures even when here is not grammar present for them to copy.